Hey guys, it's Miglio. Welcome back to Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch Blind. In the last episode, we made our way through Golden Grove, got ourselves a new wonderful familiar in the form of Tail, though he's still a bit weak for us to be using him in battle actively, but that's okay. He'll get there. And now I'm going to take on what I'm assuming is a boss. Because this very much looks like a boss arena to me. I don't know about you. So let's head on in. Look, Mr. Drippy. It's a fountain. But it's all dried up. Dearie me. This ain't too pretty, is it? But now we know what the problem is, at least. We do? Well, this is the spring of life, isn't it? It's what puts the plenty in Forest of Plenty. The reason the fairies have scarpered and the tree that the familiar I go in was all withered is because the spring here has run dry. Of all the low moves, who would do something like this? Proper despicable, Uh-oh. What's wrong, Mr. Drippy? I've got the feeling in my lantern that the culprit is about to appear. He is? Trust me, man. It's how these things always happen.
See?
What? Oh! Jeepers!
Gladiataur, guardian of the Golden Grove. I see what they did there. It's a gladiator and it's a minotaur. Wonderful. Well, it's got a sword and a shield, so I'm honor bound to start with also a sword and shield. It missed. So let's open with a smash hit. 29, huh? Though that costs too much MP for me to savage swipe. Let's block that. But smash hit costs too much for me to use it too much, but let's use another one while Luigi is still in the battle. And, jumped out just in time. Oh, gotta defend against that, because I still don't understand its timing very well. And now that we are using Oliver, let's use some good old-fashioned magic. Just keep dancing around the Everblade. What's that? You can't beat me. I'm the master of guarding. Ooh. We get to be supercharged. So, Burning Heart! I wonder if we get these types of attack. 153! Ooh, but he's pissed off now. Screw weapons, he's fighting us fisticuffs. You know what? I can oblige him with a fisticuffs battle. Come on, Waluigi, you're gonna get beaten the hell up, but I gotta follow his request a little bit. I'm honor bound into doing that. And now what's he doing? I'm looking about... Oh, I can't put my guard up in as Waluigi, so we can do it as Oliver, though. Thank you for that, Drippy. That is his shield. Oh, oof! That is indeed my chance. No, I don't want to use Oliver's attack. Yeah, let's use Luigi. And just kind of slice and dice him for a little while. And we'll pick up that health. Either once it starts to disappear, or when he comes back. There we go. I want to try and get the hit with I want to try and get the kill with Tail if I can. Might be New Dawn, you say? That looks like it's a healing thing. So what's this do? Is that like a full heal? Looks like it. I screwed up the evade. Let's switch out and get something with more defense, like so. I really want to try and get the final hit with Tail's water bomb, if I can, because I think that would just be swell. Gotcha! You did well, Tail. I'm proud of you. Tail levels up twice. Very nice. You're catching up, and now we have the Spirit of the Glade. Tail's stats still aren't great, but it looks like she's more of a heal, or he's more of a healer than anything else. Thank goodness, that horrible creature has gone. That wasn't just any old creature, Ollie boy. That was the guardian of this here forest. Guardian? You mean like the guardian of the woods? That I do. It's like I said, ain't it? Life forest can make things pop up all over the place. And in places like this forest, the desire of the inhabitants is to protect their home gives birth to massive guardian beasties, see? Beasties like that one you fought over in Deep Dark Wood and the lad we just met. I don't know if you noticed, but his eyes were pretty funny. Do you think Shadar? I wouldn't be surprised if he had a hand in this sordid little affair. Drying up a spring is just the kind of low-down trick he'd play. Knickers. Well, the Guardian is back to his old self, but what are we going to do about the Spring of Life, I've been thinking about that, Mr. Drippy. We healed the tree the egg was in with a spell, didn't we? Could we maybe use the same spell to restore the Spring of Life? That's clever of you, Ollie boy. Reckon some of my brains must have been rubbing off on you. Give it a try, my lad. Alright, Mr. Drippy, I sure hope it works. Me too, but I'm not certain. Well, the spell worked at the very least. So I guess it does work. Wow, this is nice. Fish! So this is the real, or this is Oliver, not Drippy. So this is the real Spring of Life. It's so pretty. It is indeed, and now the Guardian and the Spring are back to their normal selves. The fairies won't be far behind. Aye. Neato! I'm sure we can meet some fairies. I hope we can meet I hope we can meet some fairies the next time we're here. Me too, Ollie boy. Me too. Right, to Al Mamoon. Yes, sir. Yep, we've unlocked a new story in the Wizard's Companion, the Shepherd Boys. So let's go and read that. It'd be under the 12 Tales of Wonder, I think. Let's see. Two shepherds, who were father and son, worked together in the fields. The father looked after the sheep from morning till night, constantly patrolling the pasture and looking out for wolves. The son, however, spent every day at leisure, staring into the distance and not lifting a finger to help his father. One day, the father turned to his son and said with regret, "I'm getting old. I shall soon be retiring. Though you are my only son, it has become clear to me that you have no enthusiasm for shepherding. I am starting to think that I should be better entrusting my flock to someone else." The son was quite shocked, for the flock was his only livelihood, and resolved to start assisting his father in the fields, chasing sheep, tending the grass, and so on. Alas, he soon grew tired of such tasks. At a loss what to do, the son supposed he should pay the visit to the old Father Oak, an ancient tree in the deep dark wood, possessed of infinite wisdom on all matters. "Oh, Father Oak, is there not some manner of fruit that I can swallow to excite my enthusiasm?" the son asked in vexation. "I am afraid that such things do not exist," replied Father Oak. "There is, however, a fountain hidden deep within a nearby forest. Drinking of its water provides a goodly dose of energy." The son traveled in the direction indicated by old Father Oak until he came to the fountain and tested its cool surface with his hand. "I shall take some of this water home with me," he thought, before realizing he had no vessel in which to carry it. "Alas, I must return home empty-handed," he lamented. The son was about to go back to fetch a jug when he decided to sample a mouthful of the fountain's water. Sure enough, he immediately felt a great surge of energy that old Father Oak had predicted, and used his axe to chop down a nearby tree, carving it into a pitcher that was almost as big as himself. Once the pitcher was finished, the son filled it with water from the fountain and made for home. The vessel was very heavy, and the journey was a long one. He nearly gave up on several occasions, but every time he felt like abandoning his journey, he would stop by the wayside and take another gulp of water from the pitcher. And eventually, he arrived back home. "I have enough water to last you a lifetime," the son thought with a sigh of relief. He was very weary, and he fell into bed to sleep soundly until morning. That was a fun little tale, I think. Hold on, I'm gonna skim over the first tale again, just to see if there's, like, anything that coincides between the two. This one's just talking about the Guardians, so I'm not quite sure yet. I'll have to get the full picture. And now we have made our way through the Golden Grove. Don't tell me what to do. Okay, so let's check out this map and see. Ooh, the Almaloon is quite a distance away, it looks like. So we better get started. But Drippy, you can't tell me what to do. If I see a unique enemy, I fight. That's just how I do. Gotta fill that bestiary. Clubber Cub, huh?
We can do this!
We sure can. I believe in myself. Ha. Nasty beasties, he says. That barely did anything to me, and we recovered from our damage just immediately. Have more faith in me, Drippy. I can do anything! I'm the best! Alright, well, we got one more unique enemy that looks to be like a Skelemans. Let's attack the Skelemans. Bonehead! What a name. And it's a sword and shield, so I have to respond in kind with a sword and shield. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Honestly. Did I, like, get a counterattack off without, like, realizing it or trying?
We did it!
No complaints here, I suppose. Alright, well, now that I've done the unique enemies, I do think I'm going to take some advice and try to get to Almaloon as swiftly as possible. But if the enemies ambush me, there's not really much I can do about that except fight back. And Tail leveled up in that battle and learned Healing Tear. Now, let's see. Restoring a small amount of health to one's enemy. Define a small amount. Because we already have a healing spell, so I feel like Drowsy Drops would be more of a good idea to keep equipped, honestly. Oh, and this is an enemy we haven't seen before, so let's try this out. Crow Hawk, huh? Crows and hawks are two very different birds. We just wailed on it until it went down, but we are at half health. That's fine, though, because I can just heal once we get to the overworld. I guess that was the counterattack, when there was, like, an exclamation mark above our head. Does that mean we successfully pulled it off, or is that, like, an indication? Ooh, ice cream. I know who I'm feeding the ice cream to. That's right. Good old Waluigi. Oop, I see that little nut enemy out in the distance that looks unique. Now that I'm getting closer, it looks less like a nut and more like bananas. Green buncher, so it is like a banana bunch of sorts. I feel like fire might actually be a good thing to use against this. Yeah, it looks like it's weak to fire, so let's just keep hitting it with our fireballs until it goes down. And we also got Tur Bandit, which we haven't seen before. Let's try to see what ice has to do against it. Ooh, ice does a lot. Ice almost killed it, so let's just beat it down for the rest. How far away are we? We're making it. We're about halfway there. We'll get there very soon. Oh, but what is that? That is a weird looking enemy. And then there's an item over there that I might want to grab. Let's see what this is. This looks like a sun. Sunshine and Floret. Let's try. I feel like water might be a good thing to spray on the sun. Sure is. And then Floret reminds me of floral, aka plants, flowers. But I was wrong with that assumption. So let's try Frostbite. It's weak. Okay, so most things here will probably be weak to frost or ice, if I had to assume, given that it's the desert. They're more used to hot environments, so something cold might be good. What is this? Can't walk on the quicksand? Please, I don't want to fight you. Please, please, please leave me be. I just want to get this item and go. Bane flower, huh? Okay, I still don't... Oh, there it is. There's Almo Moon, I think it was called. So let's try and avoid any enemies unless they are unique. Or, I mean, we haven't seen them before. And just make our way to town. No, please, please leave me be. I love this game's overworld music. It's very nice to listen to. And here we are at Almo Moon. So what's in store for us here, I wonder? Almo Moon, Court of the Caliphate. So I'm assuming the Sultan, or leader, or what have you, is going to be a cow?
Almo Moon! Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. It's different from Ding Dong Dell, huh?
Well, of course it flipping is. It's slap bang in the middle of the desert for a start.
What's that delicious smell?
That's the babanas, innit? Babanas are what Almo Moon's famous for, see? You never eaten a fruit like it. Gorgeous they are. Tell you what, I'm starving. Fancy a babana split?
Really? They're that good, huh? Wow.
Too flippin' right they are. This place was built on the babana trade. There's tasty fruit.
Okay, let's
Babana.
try some.
Try and find this Rashad, huh? Hello. Yeah, we're looking for him. Oh, what's he called by now, then? Rashad, seller of babanas. So we're gonna get to kill two birds with one stone. Well, I'm sure he still knows of magic. It's just that because of the state the world is, and he can't advertise himself as a great sage, he has to make his living some other way. Regardless, we will find that babana merchant next time. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you then.